this guy picking me to be on his team. See, I'm feeling honored, nonetheless, I begin to scream. Ah! You know, like how a groupie. But through his mind runs these thoughts of me, and it's almost like he daydreams of me. But let me get back to the main story of how I'm so geeked inside, I can feel my cheeks rise up against my face slowly. See, because he teaches me how the basketball game is supposed to be played, how that basketball is supposed to be laid up from that corner to the square to the basket. I made it. A basket, that is. See, because he continues to have my focus on that championship ring. Y'all know, like how Michael Jordan did? Well, at least that's the way it seems. But enough of the elaborate explanation on the beginning of how we met. Let me just set in your mind the first time frame in the story. As I cover the tip-off and start with all quarters. Now don't worry if you get lost with my train of basketball thoughts, because I'll have you filling these crossover words as I pause the game with these 20-second timeouts as I tell y'all what 4 quarters of love is all about. First quarter, ball tipped. We meet, faces high up in the air, smacked ball bouncing down the court, and you were right there, in my face. Point guard dude, Jason Kidd, you on my Tamika Catchings, Gary Payton straight dash through. Well, you know how he can dash through the middle? See, it was almost like he tried to stop me. On my Tamika Catchings, Gary Payton, See, it was almost like he tried to stop me on my Tim Duncan, Lisa Leslie Shaq move, as I proceeded to say, I don't want you. But it all passed. Chest pass, bounce pass, we laughed as he got hit in the face. And I'm like, ooh, boo, I'm sorry, are you okay? He was from like my perfect teammate. See, I always felt like he was someone I could relate to. But there I go, bouncing the ball out of bounds like a stupid fool. But see, it was okay, because when I ran to go get the ball, I turned around and he was like, I love you. Second quarter, 12 minutes in that quarter. And by that time, I felt like I had to get my thoughts in order. Felt like I was at the free throw line, about to shoot this ball, and all I could hear was the crowd screaming, boo! I just couldn't concentrate with this dude. Looking over as I contemplate on this dude, 6'2", fresh line up, looking like a model straight out of GQ. I'm feeling like he's way too good to be true. Sorry, lost my spot. It seemed like, okay, halftime was arriving, hoping I could pull one of those last-minute Reggie Miller buzzer shots, but it rimmed out like that day that Jordan played in the playoffs. I looked at him and he had his hands ready to go off. And then he came up to me talking about, I'm sorry, love, I'll never yell at you again. I can't lose you, girl. You're my best friend. Now, come on, girl, we got a game to win. I'm like, okay. Like a stupid fool. Third quarter, bounce pass, chest pass, and we laugh for one last time. Because the ball tipped off the tip of my fingers at a crucial point in our game. But this time, I turned to look at him as he called me another female name. Talking about, Jessica, how could you miss that ball? I mean, Caitlin, no, Jasmine. And I'm like, pause. Commentator, come on in. What did you just call me again? And they like, Jessica, Caitlin, Jasmine. We stare, blank stare. Fourth quarter, ball up in the air. Ball thrown inbounds. I slapped him around with words, but let me slow down for y'all so they can be heard. See, I saw signs in the first half of our relationship. When you fronted like this was a friendship. Problem is, I don't go around kissing all my guy friends. And he's like, no one grabs my hand, saying, baby, Day, I'm just not ready to be your man. Can we just, be friends? I'm like, what? I'm like, 20-second time out, 20-second time out. As I walk up to him face to face saying, I was that Wilt Chamberlain, Larry Bird, Mark Jackson, Detlef Schrempf, Irvin Johnson. Irvin Johnson on my double-double forward center block assist, thinking I was his rebound. When that ball went up, that time for me, I had a flagrant foul. And now I'm at the foul line. And see, now I'm reading this Playboy X and O sign. 30 seconds left in the game. I'm sorry, I'm losing my place. What was over? 30 seconds left, no game to win. Since he tried to play that same game over again. 10 seconds, no teammate, one opponent. Looking to see what that scoreboard had on it. Now, I may not have won a championship yet, but I want y'all to believe. Right now, my wife is like a gambler. It's my best bet. But 2 seconds with his shots up, let's decline. I looked at him, walked up at him. I said, no overtime.